What is up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here, and today we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have from Disc Golf United. That's right. That is a Halo pig. Before we dive in to see how it flies, we gotta ask the most important question of the day. How you doing today, Chad? You having a good one?
So catch me if I fall.
At the time that you're watching this, USDGC, the United States Disc Golf Championship, will have just happened. And as part of their collaborations and drops, they decided it was time to drop Halo pigs. It's super fun. It has it has a USDGC sticker on it, has a USDG stamp, which looks super cool. So I'm very much considering taking this one that we throw in the video, if we end up liking it, and taking it and getting it signed by players that are at USDGC, things like that. But we bought two because I love a good teal pig. So maybe I take and I throw this one during the video today, and then I get this pink one signed and hung. I don't know. But I want to give the flowers to the packing crew. So you have two. One came in the bag, so that way the plastics don't stick together. You also have, just fell out, Disc Golf United, always throwing in a little lollipop with it. And then it also came with some little how to watch DGN and some Innova stickers. So you know the drill. We've got standard R Pro pig. We have this Halo R Pro pig. We're gonna throw them side by side, 9 holes, 5 forehand, 4 backhand, and we'll see how it goes. Hole 1 out there, just a wide open backhand. This is probably one of the farthest away from my house courses that I drive to play. So back is always tight when we get out of the car. If you commenters have some stretches that you also feel this, just to stretch the lower back, I always feel it, because one of the longest shots of the course is the second hole that you play this course straight up. We don't play it in the video, but it's long. And I always feel my back is just not properly prepared no matter how much I stretch. Standard R Pro, here we go. Okay. Little bit windy today. As you can see, that really got a hold of it. Standard R Pro, drifted. I actually thought we were gonna ace, right off the bat with the Halo R Pro. That would have been nuts. Must have faded into the hillside and rolled back this direction, because Halo is parked. Now, it is important to note, I keep saying it, this is not Halo Star, which Halo Star, right? That's been the dream plastic for a pronounced period of time. This isn't the first Halo base plastic that they've given us. We had Halo Nexus that was made for Bradley Williams 2 years ago, I want to say it was, and the cash grab pigs. But this R Pro feel, because it is R Pro, it just has that Halo swirl to it. One thing I like immediately, both of the ones I received bored flat, so that feels fantastic on a pig. This is a max weight, 175, so feels really good. Excited to continue testing it out and see how it goes during the video, but it feels right off the rip just like the old classic R Pro. I know other companies have tried to replicate Halo. Dominantly, the House of Discs line has done Orbit, which trying to replicate it, and Orbit traditionally has been more of a cosmetic thing and not actually making the disc more overstable, whereas true Halo, almost all Halo runs have been traditionally more overstable. So curious to see, coming out of Innova's factory with true Halo, does it make an R Pro more overstable? Here we are, first forehands of the day, 200 feet. Should be just a nice chip forehand. Yep, absolutely perfect. Here we go. Hung that one even a little wider. So the first one landed a little short, second one landed a little wide. Put 2 R-Pro pigs in my hand and suddenly it's just like, oink, 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 we're getting birdies, oink, 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 oink. Reunited and it feels so good. Oh, and you know, dude's sitting at home and he's like, wow, Mr. YouTube man, so impressive. The 950 rated player parked a wide open 200-foot hole twice. Thanks, Sam. I really appreciate your vote of confidence. Next up, talk about a hole that is not actually difficult, but just gives you the fits. You all have that hole. What is it? What's that hole that's like really straightforward for a lot of people and yet you just somehow struggle with all the time? It's 220 feet. It is uphill. Probably plays closer to, I didn't put a towel tail on. Probably plays closer to like 240, 250. Should just be a wide open hyzer. We got a tailwind too, so it's gonna be more overstable. So why don't, when we literally comes out of our mouth and we say, it's gonna play more overstable, what if we just threw it directly at the basket with an overstable button approach disc? That's cute, Crawford. And that's gotta get up. That distance is probably right. Tailwind's so weird because it made it more overstable. And yeah, I don't know, riding tailwind with overstable button approach discs, scurry. I would love to know in the history of the Butcher Block Battle Series how many times I have played this hole and been perfect like through the first 2 and ruined it on this hole. Like how many times have we actually been perfect through this hole in the whole series? I'd guess not a lot. Until right now. Do I even have a line to the basket? Oh, I do. Just a nice circle's edge putt with an overstable putt and approach disc that we never gave a chance. Hey-oh. Come back or into a low ceiling. Yeah, yeet. That was a hesitant putt. Alrighty. All squared, all tied up. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a ball game at 2 under for both. You know, I often ask myself, Mr. YouTube man, as a guy who has a lot of confidence everywhere in his life and feels confident helping others improve and getting better, how after all this time and all the years that you playing disc golf, do you still just have like negative confidence on your backhand? And I think the answer is, I don't know, but it's tough, dude. I hate walking up to backhands. It's the worst. But sometimes, Mr. Crawford, you've just got to step up, grab your piggy, and send it. That's so bad, dude. That's outside the circle. Here we go. That's a lot further. I mean, I crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Just neither of these are remotely near the basket. If this is the curtain, watch me just whoop, peel back the curtain for a second. And let me tell you, when you're solo filming, shots like this are the worst. Because you're like thinking to yourself, man, I've got to like set the camera up and make sure the shot's right multiple ways now, because there's no way to capture both of these in the same shot. Hey, Mr. Tree, get out my face. Get out my face, bruh. Okay, we are actively inside of a tree right now. We're on the edge of the woods in a tree. I don't know that a tree could have obstructed that putt more than it just did. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you look closely, that you're not actually close to the basket, and the frame is what we call wide framed, you'll notice that a little Robbie C disc golf isn't remotely close to the basket. That's because Holy moly, Batman, what the heck was that? What was that? We could have just jump putted it. Cry me, we're throwing it away. Woo. Okay. Well, we just gotta bang this for the par putt. I mean, we hit the chain, which is like all right side. Whoo! That's tough. I mean, furthest throw of the video so far, Halo R Pro. Greatest shank of the video, greatest shank of the series? Halo R Pro. But that's okay, because we're in forehand alley. So, we just gotta go between these two trees and miss the power line. We're off to the races. It just is like, dude, am I worried about another video that I'm shooting today? I'll go ahead and let you guys know. Yes, I am. But hey, turnover shots don't matter when you've got Halo R Pro pigs in your hand. I don't think that's gonna get back. Okay, it did. That's fine. Okay, we can push a little more. A little lower. Oh, mercy. Okay. Huh? I mean, editing team can run that one back for you, because I just feel like we threw that so inside and probably nose up. So it should have faded like way over the basket, and it just didn't. So that's a little shocking, but our pro is gonna have to make a putt. Halo, I think, is like parked. That is not what I expected. Okay, that is actually shocking. The foil of the stamp hitting the sun as I'm like trying to hold the putter is like legitimately blinding. That is perhaps the first time that I've ever had that issue. Am I gonna have to putt blindfolded? Like, what is happening, dude? Am I seeing spots? Sure. But those spots have birdies all over them, and guess we'll take it. I mean, that is, whoo, doggy. I just really love both of these shots. I think they're both really fun. I think this one has a really pretty green. Used to be the grass on the previous hole, like the grass that was right at the basket was a little more grown up. The little tree in the middle is getting bigger, but these two forehands back to back are really cool. Pretty strong left to right wind, so we know that if it gets on hyzer, it's just gonna get carried. So we're gonna try to go flat and not try to get this thing slammed down. Because as soon as it drops, it's just gonna go. Yeah. Great rollout. Okay, we're gonna play with that a little wider. Nope, not wider. Same fate. We crashed in so early. Okay, we're just, didn't have it on those two. Just didn't have the distance. It's also funny how the previous hole is like you're basically playing two holes side by side, but one of them you get the downhill benefit and you like think you're huge because you're like, oh yeah, I got a putter there easily, let's go. And then the other one, you're like smashing the putter. Yeah, that one's tough. I don't know. I'm not good enough at disc golf to know how to interact with this wind and this lie. Because you have a low ceiling, so you can't float something, but you also have a crushing left to right wind. So like you're not gonna get any lift out of it. So you like, in fact, you're probably gonna get smushed if you're putting nose down at all. But I can't putt nose up because it'll lift straight into the ceiling. Like that's my best hope, is you like gotta You gotta like stab it at the basket. But then if you miss, got a little bit of a comebacker. Was it right side? Sure. But like, come on, veterans. Come on. Grab a Frisbee, my man. Grab. Come on. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll go ahead and tell you, all squared up on just a dazzling performance out here today. And dazzling because we have 2 bogeys on the card, which is just not what we normally do. But Halo takes the box back. And if it stays tight, everything could come down to the last hole, because with the wind and the hole we have, it's going to be dicey. But that's pretty picture perfect. I think that's going to be right next to the basket. And that's even better. 2 birdies? So we got 2 holes left, and I guess I'll share my final verdict when we get to the wind, but I will say that throwing this Halo R Pro just feels like I'm throwing a Halo disc, or it just feels like I'm throwing an R Pro pig that happens to have a Halo on it. I don't feel like it's more overstable than anything, and if really, because there's that like mental wall of Halo's more overstable, I may be throwing it harder and getting straighter flights out of it than I am of the other one. But pretty consistent results. So that's gonna be a birdie for the piggy. And we're off to the backhand hole where we're gonna see, can Mr. Heiser throw on Anheuser and get a straight pig shot? Or are we gonna be in the woods again? Still your box. Definitely should have brought a towel. There's like a little bit of dust. Okay, crosswind, right to left. Let's ride. Nope, trash, garbage, hate my life. Bleh. And we're in the woods. That's what happens when Mr. C can't commit to Anheuser, because I hate myself. And even that, yeah, I think that my genuinely inability to throw Anheuser paired with that strong of a crosswind, we never stood a chance, ladies and gentlemen. But that shows you, with poor form, poor mentality, and the right crosswind, you too can make a base plastic disc look like a Zone OS or a Pig OS. Yeah. That was bad. Basket's that way. Halo is deep in the woods. Not really any line out of here, except a forehand roller through a really tight gap. So let's see. Well, we threw it where we wanted to, and it's still rolling. Well, this should be quite simple to pick up a stroke. And it wasn't. I think bogey is on the table for both of these discs, and it still is going to come down to the final hole. Now you may think, wow, really close to the camera right now. Huh. That's great. No. Your position where we're just wide, because our forehand roller carried all the way down the hill. So that's a drop in 4, which is nice. Got to pick up a stroke here. All the pressure's on Mr. R Pro, who said, "Give me Halo Star. Do not dare put your Halo on my name. My name is R-Pro Maximus Decimus Meridius. First of its kind. First of its name. You will be Halo Star, or you will be put in the Trash Panda disc recycling program. But like, it is a really pretty run of R-Pro. Just kind of feels like it's R-Pro. But if you're looking for pretty R-Pro, and I think if the price point is cheap on them, which I don't know how many they're going to sell at USDGC or how many they did sell at USDGC, because you guys are watching this after. If you like pretty R-Pro, go pick it up. Like I said, I knew based on the wind, I knew this was going to be straight headwind 300 feet. Anything can happen. Hill in play. R-Pro has the box with a stroke to play with. Let's ride. Ace or lose. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Do I think Innova reinvented the wheel with Halo R Pro? No. No, I do not. But that's why we do these butcher block battles. It's because I think if every single time you watch these, it was just like, oh man, they've done it. They've done something amazing. Here we go. Everyone pull your pocketbooks, pull your checkbooks. Make sure you refinance your house because we got to invest in these. I'm Mickey Mouse. Oh boy. I don't think you would believe it. But some days you just go, all right, cool. It's pretty R Pro. And a pig's still a pig, and it's still awesome. And we got to throw that pig today, which was really, really fun. And it's beautiful, and it will probably go in my bag for straight pig because, yeah, 2 brand new pigs side by side into a headwind. One turned over. It fought back, but it turned over, and one held straight. R-Pro pigs, baby. They're fantastic. But what should we try next? What any rumors coming around the corner that you guys are hearing for butcher block battles? So I'm sure that I will sign some of these at USDGC, and I'll be stoked to sign them. Really excited. I think it's beautiful for an R-Pro pig. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Please make it fantastic for someone else too. And here's to hoping that we get Halo Star one day. But if not, we'll keep bringing it to the butcher block and battling with pigs. But for now, we're going to leave you with the birdie.